Hey guys, welcome to my second kitchen. So as you're aware, Antonello's Italian restaurant is closed due to the coronavirus. And I've been sitting at home for 2 weeks and I'm about to lose my mind. So I figured, why not give you a recipe, a simple one that's easy for anybody to do. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually make a house marinara sauce. And with this sauce, you can use it just for about anything. We're gonna actually make it to put on top of a pasta and maybe add some chicken to it. But you can put any protein that you like and add whatever you want to it. So here we go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn our stovetop here on. I've got about 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. And you wanna make sure you don't burn your olive oil, so don't have it on high speed, high temperature, sorry. So, okay, so here we go. We're gonna put in our olive oil. As you can see, my pan is kind of hot right now because I've had it on waiting to make this video. So as you can tell, this is my first video, so bear with me, but we're gonna have some fun here. So let's make sure this olive oil is not really hot because it will burn your garlic and it's gonna be horrible at that point. So I'm turning my temperature down and making sure that we can add our garlic. I'm gonna take it off for a minute here. I'm gonna add my garlic in. Okay. And as it starts to turn a little bit of a golden brown, just as you see it right now, is when you're gonna wanna add your tomato sauce. So we're using a peeled tomato. Hold on here a second. We're good, no fires. So we're using a peeled tomato. This is San Marzano, which is supposed to be one of the best, but you can use whatever you want, whatever you're comfortable with. And we've got about 28 ounces of our peeled tomatoes. So we're gonna put that in the pan, and we've got our garlic and our olive oil in there. We didn't burn our garlic, so we're good. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add in our fresh basil, which is the most important, I think. I love basil. And I've got about 8 large leaves, and I've just kind of minced it up. Okay? I'm gonna add my red crushed pepper, my salt, and my sugar. And I've got about a tablespoon of sugar and probably a half a teaspoon of red crushed pepper flakes and salt. Put that in. I'm just going to continue to stir it here. Now you see you've got these big plum tomatoes, and all you do is just kind of break them up a little bit with your spoon. You kind of want to leave them chunky. That's the whole purpose of it being marinara sauce. Okay, so while that's going, now we've got our heat pretty much, it's on low. We're going to take 3 tablespoons of butter, and this is your preference. If you don't want to, that's fine. I like to add butter into mine. And again, here we go. We're just going to continue to simmer it here. Now, depending on what sauce we're using, if you're using Hunt's, depending on the brand, sometimes you need a little bit more salt, sometimes a little bit less. The sugar is basically just to take the acid out of the tomato. So you might want to taste to see if you want a little bit more salt. The spiciness is up to you depending on how hot you want your sauce. But this would be used as a fra diavolo sauce. It goes very good with any type of protein that you like. So at this point now we're just going to put it on low. And we're going to take our lid, just cover it until we decide to put our protein into it. And we need to get our pasta here. So with our pasta, this is a pound, well, the full bag would have been a pound of pasta. This is probably about 8 ounces, which they say a pound of pasta feeds about 8 people, but not in an Italian family. An Italian family, 8 pounds probably feeds 3 people. So I'm putting 8 ounces in for 2. Now this sauce will probably feed about 4 to 5 people, so we'll have plenty left over. So I'm going to go ahead and throw in my, we're actually using fusilli pasta. We're going to go ahead and add that into our boiling water. And I put some salt in there. You definitely want to season your water. And we're going to go ahead and stir this. As you can see, it's hot. It has not come to a boil yet. It should be at a boil. And this will probably take about 8 minutes, depending on the texture of your pasta. Being Sicilian, we like it al dente. So within 8 minutes, it'll be ready. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back when we're ready to plate. And I'm actually going to show you where I put the protein in and finish off this dish. All right, see you in a little bit. Hey guys, welcome back. So we're going to actually add our protein. As you can see, I've already cooked it because otherwise the video would have taken a lot longer. But at this point, you could have put your chicken, your shrimp, whatever protein you wanted. You could have put it in the pan when we started to saute the garlic and cook it at that point. But what we're going to do, our pasta's got about 3 more minutes going. As you can see, it's boiling. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and add our protein in. And this is up to you, obviously, if you want chicken or shrimp or whatever, or you could just put tomato sauce and put that on your pasta. And like I said, I love basil, so we'll throw in another one. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some fresh mozzarella cheese. I'm just taking a couple of slices here and putting it on top of our chicken. And actually, guys, maybe what you might want to do is pour some more sauce on top if you'd like. And then we're going to continue to put a little bit more cheese right here. Okay, and then we're going to take our lid. Melt that mozzarella cheese on top of it, just like that. Now with your pasta, like I said, 8 minutes, it should be ready. We like it al dente, meaning, you know, a bite to it. So I'm just gonna taste a little bit here, and hopefully I won't burn, sorry. Hopefully I won't burn myself. Okay, so let's see. And it's almost ready. Probably about another minute. By the time that cheese melts, this will be ready to go. So I've got it on low. My sauce has been cooking on low, and as you can see, I think it took about maybe 10 minutes to make this sauce. It's not a hard sauce to make. It's very simple. So I'm just going to turn it up just a little bit because I kind of want to melt that cheese on there, and just continue to cook this. I'm going to have a little bit of wine because you have to have a little bit of red wine when you're eating Italian food. All right, guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to strain our pasta out. I don't like to, you know, some people put oil in their water because they say it sticks. I find that that's not necessarily true. I think you just need a lot of water in there, and your pasta won't stick. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take this off the heat. I'm going to come over here and strain it. There we go. We're going to start to plate one of our dishes here. And you want to put it in your plate like right away. Definitely don't want it to sit because that's when it will start to stick. So we've got our pasta. We're going to come over here. Wow, that looks really good. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some of our tomato sauce and of course put it over our pasta first. It's too bad you guys can't smell this because it smells really good. All right, so we've got our sauce, and then what we're gonna do is just gonna put a nice piece of chicken breast over it, just like that. And to finish it off, and Again, this is going to be your preference. So I like to put some fresh oregano, which is really good when you're making marinara sauce, but then again, like I said, that's your preference. Just a little bit on top, just like that. And then, of course, depending on if you like fresh Parmesan. Again, this is your preference. You know, you can put a little bit of Parmesan in there. And there you go. That's our finished product. So we have our house marinara sauce with our chicken with fresh mozzarella cheese on top. And again, like I said, you can use any protein you like. I hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, we might just come back and do another one for you sometime soon. Thank you. Have a good day.